Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Dirt Bike Commentary series here on the channel of Bulldog5995. Today we are at my house. We have Marc on the TTR. He's my friend. He came down today. An interesting series. Normally we have Superman Muppet down here, but unfortunately today he could not make it down. So right now we're just showing Marc around the house. Showing him the trails and everything like that. This is his first time down at the house. He usually races a lot of moto and stuff like that. He races that on his YZ125. Unfortunately, he could not bring down his YZ125 today because, long story short, he kind of got into a little bit of a cop chase with his bike and kind of blew up his motor. So that is currently being repaired right now as we speak. So he decided to bring down his TTR 230 and come and ride with me today. And so he's just kind of learning the trails right now. Like I said, he races a lot of moto, and so he's not really used to this single track action that we have going on at my house today. So we're just getting him adjusted to the trails and what they're all about, with the ruts and the bumps and the river crossings and stuff like that. So we're just enjoying riding and getting used to the bikes again. But anyways, we are just kind of having a good time. And Marc is definitely getting a lot better at these trails as the day goes on, and it's going to make for some interesting video later in the video. And so right now we're just coming up to this jump right here. This jump gets a lot of fun when you get going on it and stuff like that. During the video, you'll see a couple of times when I wheelie and he jumps. And so it's gonna be cool to watch, hopefully for you guys, and hopefully we'll put on a good edit for you guys today. But anyways, right now we're at the jumps, and it is midsummer, so all of the jumps are kind of overgrown by grass, and so don't really know where we're going at this point. And because this is Marc's first time, doesn't really know how high the jumps are, so he decides to go for it, and kind of launched it a little bit too far and goes off into the thicky weeds there for a minute, but saves it, doesn't dump it, and so that takes a little bit of a skill. And so anyways, we decide to not test our luck too much, just to do the jumps one more time and head back into the trails. And so that's exactly what we did. We went on them one more time. Look behind me real quick, make sure that Marc is still there, and he is, and we go back up into the woods. And we're just going to do a couple more laps. Marc is still getting used to the trails at this point of the day, and so we're kind of just riding and having a good time, and still trying to rip in a little bit of the trails, just because of the summertime growing of the grass. But anyways, pull up next to Marc, and we talk for a little bit, and he pops some wheelies for us, puts on a little bit of a show, and so yeah, he's just having a good time, and having a good time popping it, putting it around one wheel. And anyways, so afterwards of the wheeling, we decided to go back up into the trails but take a different route, and he's not really too sure where he's going, but I let him lead anyways. I just want to see if he can find his way around. If not, I was right behind him, and so it kind of slows down right here. Wasn't too sure where to go, told him to head a little bit on the left side there, and he finds his way up there. And you know, this section right here, a lot of you guys, even if you're returning viewers, don't really know this trail too much, just because don't really ride it too much. But anyways, he gets lost. I had to pass him, and I had to show him where it was going on. And so we don't really use this trail too much on the video, just because it's kind of slow and techy and not really good for video use and keeping you guys interested. But anyways, we get back onto the main trail there, and get back out into the grass track, and do a couple more laps. I see him pull off there, so go over to him, and I ask him what's going on, and he was telling me that when we were up there in the higher trail, that I thought I saw another trail off there to the left, and so I asked him to show me where it was, and they said, alright, sounds good. So we start the bikes up again, and we get going. Marc is leading again, and I start following him, and so he can show me what he was talking about. And so we're heading our way back up there into the higher trail there, and should be interesting here in a minute. I'll show you what he was talking about here in a minute when we get up there. And anyway, so we make our way on up into there, do a sharp pin turn to the right here. This corner is a lot of fun. It's hard to keep her going, but it's fun. But anyway, you pull off, and Marc shows me what he was talking about. I was like, oh yeah, those are just my mountain biking trails, but I just start up there. There's no trail back there. But definitely in the future for the commentary series, we'll be ripping those trails up. I'm going to try to make some new trails back there. So come back for future commentary episodes and watch the trails, new trails ripping. But anyways, we get back onto the grass track again and do a couple of laps. Marc is just jumping there. And a little bit of dry and dusty day if you can't tell, which makes it fun. We get to go a little bit faster today. And anyways, so I kind of slow down for a sec, wait for Marc to come on out, and we're just having a good time. I follow him behind him, and he sees me, and after the turn right here, he kind of pulls off, and I pull up to him, and I say, all right, what's going on, Marc? And he says he's having a good time. I guess he was riding on a broken foot that day, so he wasn't really feeling that good, and but he was having a good time. But anyways, I let him follow or lead. We're going to do a whole lap here, and so I let him lead, see how he was doing on the trails. It seemed like he was doing pretty decent from the earlier videos, and he definitely was. He was definitely going fast and having a good time, especially for riding on a broken foot or toe or whatever. I haven't got an update from him yet about what his condition of his foot or toe was. But anyways, it was pretty swollen up, so we figured that it was broken. But anyways, riding on a broken foot or toe, he was doing a really good job, and he was having a lot of fun, and just having a great time today. And so he's not, like I said, he's not really used to the trail riding yet, so he was a little bit uncomfortable going over some of that little dry river crossing there. But the jump right here was totally fun. He got air, and I did a nice little wheelie there, and so it was a lot of fun. But anyways, so we're just kind of coming through these trails, kind of coming through there a little bit fast, and trying to keep up with Marc. He's doing really good for the time that he's been on these trails. He's been on these trails for probably about an hour or two at this point, but this is the first time there. So he's still trying to learn the trail and stuff like that, but he's doing a really good job and having a good time doing it. But anyways, he comes around that turn and does a little 360 there. He has a boulder back tire to her, and came around the turn and caught a root, I think, and the root just kind of slid his back wheel out and did a nice 360 there. That is definitely style points right there. He didn't drop it, but I'm telling you what, if I was a judge, I would have gave him a 10 out of 10 for that trick. But anyways, so we go back into the woods there for a couple of minutes and do a couple more laps. And he is right behind me, keeping up with me at this point. My two smoker is smoking him out. He's riding a 4-stroker today. And so he's got a little bit of 2-stroke smoke in his eyes, and which is kind of cool. He likes riding 2-strokes a lot. He doesn't really like 4-strokes. But like I said, with his YZ125 being down, he had to go to his backup bike, which is the TTR 230, and ride a 4-stroke for the day. I got to ride his bike after the episode was done with, and he's got a really good bike. It's a lot of fun just to bounce around on and stuff like that. So yeah, definitely a good backup bike for him, but I can't wait to do another episode with him and for him to ride a YZ125. So come back for a future episode for that. And anyways, we kind of do a couple more laps and see Marc kind of going around, seeing what he was doing, and I kind of pulled up to him, asked him how he was doing. I think he said at this point that his foot was hurting pretty bad, so we called it quits. So that was it for that episode. Thanks for watching, guys. And for Marc coming down, we changed our credits into Yamaha Blue. So thank you, guys. Come back again for more, and see you later.